shit real. I contemplate about how I feel, but you make it way too hard to think.
Boo! Psych, nah. Did I scare y'all? Did I scare y'all? Anyway, welcome back, y'all. We're back with another video, and this time I got a little haul for y'all from Hobby Lobby. I went there originally for wrapping paper because I was telling y'all the other day I got to start the wrapping. I originally went for wrapping paper. They didn't have wrapping paper, and I remembered somebody saying Michael's and those type of places have rhinestones, so I went to check out the rhinestone section, y'all, and walked out with $90 in hold on. I know how to pronounce this. Preciosa. There we go. It took me a little while. You know what I'm saying? Took me a little while. So yeah, Preciosa. Not even sure if that's how you say it, but that's how I say it. So yeah, we had a little haul here with some gems. Now, these gems were a little expensive, y'all. These were like $5.99, $9.99 a pack. However, Hobby Lobby was having a deal on 50% off, and I still wound up walking out spending like $90 on gems, y'all. But guess what? I needed them. They are higher quality than the ones I have. The ones I have are like from Amazon, PaiigexNailz. I got some from Zulay. Hers are great. But a lot of the ones I do have are lower quality crystals. So yeah, I'll probably never use these on a fake, not a fake, but like a pop-off set, or I don't even like to use my low quality crystals on those, but yeah, so I had to like indulge. I've been spending so much money on nail stuff and things like that for my channel, so I can have content for y'all because we love content. My one package did come today, this morning, my little calendar, I can't wait, and my phone came, y'all, so I want to get this video out so I can transfer everything over to my phone. I didn't want to run the risk of doing this video and then it not transferring over to my new phone, so I just wanted to get this out of the way. So thank y'all for coming back for another video. So yeah, we're just gonna go through some gems. I'm gonna sort them. I'm gonna show you them one by one. Yeah, don't ask me, like, I know it says what they are on the bottom. I am not a like a professional in the gem world. I know like Portia and Zulay, they could look at a crystal and know exactly what it is. Me, I have to read the box. After the packaging came off, I will never know what these are ever again. So here we go. And I just wanted to thank y'all. I just wanted to say something. My last video got so much love and appreciation. And I love y'all for that. Like, that's so good, because a lot of the time people are afraid. People are really afraid to speak about things like that, and I just want y'all to know, don't be afraid, and don't feel like people are gonna judge you. There's gonna be people who judge you all over the world, like, well, not all over the world, but you know what I'm saying, like everywhere in life somebody's gonna judge you. It doesn't matter what you say, what you do, somebody out there is gonna judge you. Don't be ashamed. I got so much love and support and messages, and I'm telling y'all, there's a lot more people suffering than there's not. Either you've had a family member suffering from addiction, you've suffered from addiction, a parent suffered from addiction. It's literally a family disease. When they say that it affects a whole family, it literally affects a whole family. People lose brothers, sisters, moms, dads, uncles, aunts, children to this. So, you know, I wanted to speak on it because, like I said, and I knew that at least some of my followers either, you know, suffered from the same thing or experienced it in their life. So, and when I went through my comments, I was so overwhelmed with like joy and happiness that people were coming out and saying, hey, you know, this is my story. This is what I've been through. I've had a couple people message me telling me thank you for saying something. They've never wanted to say anything. They've wanted to talk about it on their channel, but they were afraid to because they didn't want to be judged. They wanted people to, you know them for who they are behind, you know, outside of their addiction. Because a lot of times when we speak about addiction and things like that, or prison or jail, people automatically assume the worst of the worst. They think you're a scumbag. They think you're, you know, you're ill-equipped. You're not worth anything. And that's just not true. Like I said, most of the addicts I've known in my life are very highly functioning, smart people who had careers, who had whole families, who had owned homes, owned cars. and they just lost it to a very bad struggle. So I want to thank y'all for listening to my story, taking my story in and not judging me, and reaching out and talking to me, because like I said, I don't have many friends, and that's a personal decision of mine. And I don't have friends at all, never mind friends who are in sobriety themselves. So it's great to have people to talk to about it, people who understand you, because one thing about addiction, if you've never been in it, or you've never seen somebody struggle with it, or you don't understand it, it's hard to understand when you're not in it, or you have never experienced it. And some people don't understand. Some people, a lot of people have the mindset of it's not a disease. If just quit, just do this, just do that. It's a lot more in-depth and harder. It's literally a mental struggle. And you have to be strong mentally and physically, and you have to have the will to overcome it. And if you don't, you fail. And a lot more people fail. Like I said in my last video, a lot more people fall and than they do getting better. I think the success rate in sobriety is like 30%, whereas the rest is like, I think getting clean and staying clean is like a 70%. Most people relapse, and it's just sad, and it's just a struggle. So I really thank y'all and appreciate y'all for coming out, and even just to say, hey, I'm an addict, I struggled with this, is so amazing, and I'm so grateful for that, because I thought going into that video and speaking my story, I thought people weren't gonna come out and say anything, because like I said, it's shameful. It is a shameful thing, especially if you're, like I said, if you're a parent and you have children, because you've had to sacrifice at times your own children, their well-being, food on the table, or whatever it was, for something that wasn't worth a damn, and that alone will make you feel like a piece of shit person. I remember I got paid one time. Oh, story time. I had gotten paid one time, and I spent a bunch of money on, my fix and blah, blah, blah. And I was good for the week. And then I had a certain amount of money put away for food and certain things or whatever. And this was towards the end of my addiction, like before I got clean. And I found myself dipping into the money that was to feed my kids. Because I'm paid bi-weekly, so I have a whole 2 weeks before I can even get paid again. I don't have any help, and I don't borrow money from people. So it's like, so I had to make a decision, sick or, and I was getting to the point where I was choosing it over my children and putting food on the table for them. So it was getting bad, and it was spiraling. And thank God for me that I put a nip in it before it got to that point where I was really choosing it over my own children, which I don't think would have ever happened, because if you know the love I have for and I'm not even saying like across the board, doesn't mean you don't have love for your kids. I have spent so much money and so much time in my addiction where I could have bought my children beautiful things, myself beautiful things, and I chose my addiction over it. So nobody's better than the other, but I do feel some people out there are some addicts out there that don't love their children more than their addiction. And a lot of addicts they love their addiction over anything else. It's their relationship, it's their love. And I feel like there's two types of addicts out there. There's ones that, get clean and sober for their children and understand that if I don't do this, I'm gonna die and my children won't have me, and that's what motivates them. And then there's people out there that just don't, they've hit so low that they don't even care about nothing no more. And I think everybody can honestly get to that point in addiction. It just takes time to get there, because like I said, when you start out, it's not bottom of the barrel, you're out on the sidewalk, you're freaking panhandling or robbing or thief. No, people start out with jobs, careers, money, and it gets to that point. And once you're at that point and you're at the lowest of your low, I think you just stop caring. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank every one of you who came out and said, hey, I can understand your story. I'm an addict. The people who reached out to me via my inbox, thank you so much. Everything in those terms is kept confidential with me. I would never out anybody. Everybody has their own story and everybody tells their story on their own time. But thank you so much, because now I have people that I can relate to and that I can talk to about sobriety, or if you have struggles or weak moments, we have each other to lean on. And that's important, because some people don't have a support system. Some people, the only support system they have is their sponsors and the people in those programs and things like that. And they don't have family because their family stopped talking to them, or they lost their children, or, and I'm here. I'm not a judgmental person. I'm an open ear, and just thank y'all for reaching out, because sometimes I do feel alone. I could go to meetings and meet people, but I feel like what I've gotten from meetings is like, it's just a place where people meet up, and a lot of those people aren't clean and sober. A lot of those people are mandated to those programs from courts and child protective services and things like that. Not a lot of people go to meetings because they want to, and they've genuinely been sober for a long time. So I felt like those places, they were good for me at first to learn about addiction and things like that, but to stay in that setting and be around people. I think one meeting I was at, they were talking about, oh yeah, I'm gonna sell my this, and I'm like, okay, I can't even be over here. So I started doing my own thing and just staying away from people. So it's good to have that type of support if you can't go to meetings or whatever. And I'm always open to listening to people and talking to people and having that outlet. And you don't have to be ashamed. Do not be ashamed. Tell your story, tell your truth, and everything. I've got so many stories in my addiction that are crazy stories. Some of them are funny, so it's like, yeah, I'm a better person now. I was never a bad person. I never robbed, stole, I didn't have to rob Peter and Paul to freaking pay Mary. I never had to do any of that. But thank y'all for listening, and thank y'all for joining in and coming out and saying that, because that is a hard thing to do for many people, to accept your faults and recognize your downfalls and things like that. So thank you so much. And like I said, this can be more of a topic if people want it to be. We can have talk sessions on my channel. I always wanted to be an advocate for addicts and people who struggle with addiction, because not only did I struggle with addiction, but both of my brothers struggled with addiction, and my mom is still struggling with addiction. She's been on opioid painkillers for 10 years, and she does still struggle. It's still an addiction for her. So I still have loved ones who are trapped in addiction. My brothers have been clean and sober. I'm clean and sober, but my mom is still there. So, it's just hard. So if you need to, like I said, reach out, have somebody to talk to, feel free, because I don't have a lot of people, like I said, in sobriety that I can talk to. Now I do. I've found a friend, who, by the way, I was watching some of her stuff, and we are really alike, and, she's funny and she's great. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, let's look at these rhinestones. You know what I'm saying? I spent $90 on these. Why are rhinestones so expensive? These better have been hand-picked out the center of the earth, because, when they said $90-something, I said, what? That was with the 50% off, people. I think it was like 40 to 50% off. And I think the only extra thing I got in there, because they didn't have wrapping paper, was tape. What else? Tape and some bows that were $2. The tape was like $4. And this all came to like $90-something. So the gems is what cost me the most. I have never been to Hobby Lobby, y'all. I've been to Michael's, I've been to Joann's, but I have never been to Hobby Lobby. And when I tell y'all I love Hobby Lobby, don't let me in Hobby Lobby, dude. It's not a good place for me. I went even back and got a cart, and my brother's looking at me. He's like, you don't need that cart. Put the cart back. Because when I like something, or when I'm into something, I spend. And I should be saving my money. I'm trying to buy a new house, and I'm over here spending. I think I've spent hundreds of dollars on Christmas unboxing acrylics and things like that. So I'm definitely going to calm down in the next couple of months. I got another couple hauls coming, and then I'm going to just be doing straight nails for a little bit, more on my channel, because, you know, I love to do my nails. So I feel like, I should be doing that a little bit more. So yeah. Oh, and some of these were hot fix. So the gray were called, no, the black ones, the black packaged ones were called hot fix, and the other ones were called Maxima. I didn't understand the difference. And then 90% through the video, I was looking at the backs of them, and the hot fix ones, if anybody knows the difference between hot fix and the Maxima, let me know. I didn't really see a difference in like the quality or shine, but I did see a difference in the back of them. The hot fix ones had like a silverish backing, and then the Maxima ones had like a white backing. So maybe that's the difference. I'm not quite sure. But thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for supporting me. Like, we're going up. Like, every day I come on here, I have new followers. Welcome all the new people. Everybody else that's in here, make sure you like, subscribe to my channel. You know, oh, and then I look at this. I shook the whole thing all over, like, shake the freaking, like, what is wrong with me? Why would I shake that? But no, y'all, thank you so much for the love and support. I say this in every video, and I'm going to keep saying it. Y'all are wonderful. Y'all are beautiful people. Thank you so much for the support and the love that you show me. You have grown my channel from, I think I've been on here a month, and I've already got almost 500. Just thank you so much, and I appreciate it. And make, like I said, if you're in the comments or you're coming across my channel, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you interact with us. We love to see it. And thank y'all. Let me offload this video. Let me get this video going so I can show you all my next unboxing. This wasn't even supposed to be an unboxing, but I made it one. I wanted to show you all my crystals. So yeah, I can't wait to get into this calendar we got for the Christmas special. So thank y'all so much, and I'll see y'all on the next video on my new phone. Have a great night, day, and I love y'all. Thank y'all.
Waiting, I've been waiting for you. I know you got me falling.